Hey there, my name's Austin, and I write music for video games and all sorts of different things. And I recently started working on this game, which right now we're calling Vine Game. And I wanted to do an audio devlog similar to what I'm doing for the other game I'm currently working on called Rodent Retribution. So for Vine Game, I came up with a concept, and I should put this in like the bottom of the screen, but basically the concept here has to do with the fact that there are 6 different areas and there are 12 different bosses, but you'll only encounter 6 along the way. That's the idea, at least. And so the concept I had, because for the game it's a 2D platformer where you're rising up through a vine system, essentially, I wanted the music to constantly rise. And so the initial concept I have right now is basically the root note or key in every area essentially will rise as you go up. And so in the meadow area, when you play through those 2 levels in the meadow area, the root note or the key will be in C sharp. And I should have mentioned the title sequence that you start on would be in C. So you're already going to C sharp after that, right? When you get to the boss at the end of that, the first boss will be in D. And then after that, you defeat the boss. Great. You go to the next area, D sharp. And so it rises all the way up until you get all the way to C again. And it basically makes a loop. And so the idea is it always feels like it's rising continually. And that's based off the initial concept before I write anything. And I've written one thing so far, which I wanted to show. What I have so far is just the first idea for the title sequence. So basically I just kind of wrote something real quick, which was this. And I thought that was pretty cool. So I was like, okay, let me turn it into something a little bit. And this is what I came up with so far. We'll see how it sticks. So I think it's pretty cool. That's the first idea I came up with for the title sequence. There's nothing else in here besides some messing around with some marimbas, and that's literally it. So we'll see where I go from here. This is just kind of the start of it, and I just wanted to say hi and introduce the concept. I have a lot of other things written out here, which you'll probably see, and we'll see how much of that sticks. There's implementation ideas in here where the shop music, since you'll go into the shop at different points, would be tied in with the key of the area that you're in, which has to do with implementation. I think I'd like to write 12 different versions of the same motif, which sounds like a lot, but it's really not. It's just slightly different variations on the same idea. And whichever time you go into the shop, depending on where you are within the level system, it will play that key. So it doesn't feel like it's rising when you go to the shop and it goes back down, or if it's falling, to make the concept work properly. And so there are things like that, which I'll showcase and introduce over time. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to start this off and make it pretty simple. And at least introduce the concept and the first idea I have, and let you guys join in on the whole process from the start, because as a composer we don't normally get to do that. But I'll show you some gameplay along the way. And yeah, QBZ, the game dev, he's been really kind in letting me show the gameplay over time and being really open with everything. So I'll get to do some of that, and yeah, I can't wait to show some more. So thanks for watching.